Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hello children, I hope you all are doing great. So shall we continue with our lesson? Our earth and the moon. And before we start, I'll ask you a riddle. So let's start. So children, the riddle goes as, I always follow you around everywhere you go at night. I look very bright to people, but I can make the sun dark. I can be in many different forms and shapes. What am I? So children, can you guess what would be the answer? Yes, it is the moon. So children, our topic for today is moon. So come children, let's explore our dear moon. Moon. As we all know children, moon is the earth's only satellite and the moon keeps moving around the earth. The moon is the brightest object in our night sky. It is earth's only satellite. The moon takes 27.3 days to go around the earth. Now children, let's see what are the properties of the moon. The moon does not have its own light. It reflects the light from the sun. The moon is mainly composed of rocks. The moon has no air. Now who found all these properties of moon? So there were 3 American astronauts who landed on the moon. So let's talk about them. The first men to land on the moon were 3 American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins. Now children, can you tell me what this picture is about? Yes, the picture is the footprint on the moon. This is a footprint. This is a picture which shows the footprint on the moon. Now children, how did these astronauts land on the moon? These astronauts, they went on a spacecraft and this spacecraft is called as the Apollo 11 and they landed on the moon on 20th July 1969. And what did they do there? They collected rock samples from the moon and these samples have given scientists a lot of information about the moon. Surface of the moon. Now children, see the picture shown on the screen. It is the surface of the moon. And can you see there are small pits on it? These pits are called as craters. They are not smooth. The surface of the moon is not smooth. The surface of the moon is not smooth. The moon has deep pits on its surface called the craters. Now what are the craters? How it is formed? Craters are formed on the surface of the moon when it is hit by meteors. Now let's see what meteors are. Meteor. It is a small rock that falls from the space. Can you see that children? Yes, these rocks, they go and crash on the surface of the moon and that is how the craters are formed. The moon appears to be made of bright areas and dark areas. Now children, when you look in the sky and when you see the moon, you can see the black areas and the white areas. And what usually we used to say? We say that it is the eyes of the moon, it is the nose of the moon, but actually they are having some names. So let's see. Children, have you ever noticed the moon keeps changing its shape? Have you wondered why it is changing the shape? So now we are going to learn the phases of the moon and what causes these phases. The moon does not have its own light. It reflects light from the sun. As the moon revolves around the earth, only the part of it gets light from the sun. Now what do you mean by the word revolves? It means moves around, moving around the earth. So as the moon moves around the earth, or as the moon revolves around the earth, only the part of it gets light from the sun. We see only the part of the moon that gets light from the sun, which means the other part of the moon remains dark. The moving of the moon around the earth makes the moon appear as if it is changing shape in the sky. So now do you understand, children, that the moon is actually not changing the shape, but since the moon is moving around the earth continuously and it is reflecting the light from the sun, only the half part of the moon gets light and the other part of the moon remains dark. The part of the moon that is lit up appears to increase or decrease in size. Because of this, the shape of the moon appears to change every night. The different shapes of the moon are called phases of the moon. So can you see? Full moon, third quarter, waning crescent, new moon, waxing crescent. The moon takes 15 days to go from new moon, that is Amavasya, to full moon, Paurnami or Purnima. Its shape appears to change into a crescent, then a semicircle, and finally the full moon. The moon again takes 15 days to go from full moon phase to new moon phase. Now children, let's see the phases of the moon. We start from the new moon. Next is the waxing crescent. Then comes the first quarter. Then the waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, then the last quarter, and then waning crescent and back to new moon. Now children, I'll tell you what is a waxing moon and what is a waning moon. When the moon appears to get bigger during a moon cycle, it is called the waxing moon. So this phase occurs when the moon is changing from the new moon to the full moon. So from new moon to the full moon, we call it, the moon is appearing bigger and bigger, and therefore we call it as waxing moon. And when the moon appears to get smaller, it is called waning moon. This phase, it occurs when the moon moves from full moon to new moon. Children, have you been to a beach? Yes, we all love going to the beach. Have you noticed the waves? Sometimes it rises high and sometimes it falls. This rise and fall of the levels of the oceans are called as tides. Tides are caused by gravitational pull. What do you mean by the word gravitational pull? Gravitational pull, it is a force which pulls everything towards the center. And without gravity, we all would be floating. Tides are caused by the gravitational pull of the sun and moon as well as the rotation of the earth. Tide cycle as the moon rotates around the earth and as the position of the sun changes. Throughout the day, the sea level is constantly rising or falling. Now we will learn the types of tides. There are two types of tides, high tides and low tides. When the moon pulls Earth's seawater, the level of the water rises and the sea comes very close to the land. We call this as high tides. Now, can you see the sea water? It is getting pulled towards the moon due to the gravity. There is a bulge created. Can you see that, children? The bulge in blue color, and due to this the water level rises and the sea comes very close to the land. Since the water is rising high, we call it as high tides. When the level of the sea water goes down, more of the land can be seen on the beaches. We call this as low tide. On full moon and new moon days, the sun, the moon and the earth are in a line. The combined effect of the sun and the moon pulls the seawater much higher than usual. These high tides are called as spring tides. Now children, if you see the diagram, you can see on a full moon day and a new moon day, the sun, moon and the earth, they come in a straight line, because of which the gravitational force is very high, and due to which the sea water, it rises really high than the usual, and these high tides, they are called as spring tides. During the quarter moon, the sun pulls the sea in one direction and the moon in the other direction. So what is happening? The gravitational pull is comparatively less than usual days. So the neap tides will be low and weak, and such low weak tides, we call them as neap tides. Children, now I'll show you a video where you will understand the concept of tides much better. So shall we start?
What causes tides? Tides are the periodic rise and fall of sea level at a particular place. When the sea level rises to its greatest height, it is known as a high tide, and when the sea level drops to its lowest height, it is known as a low tide. Tides are primarily caused due to the gravitational force of the moon. But how? Part of the Earth facing the moon experiences a stronger gravitational pull towards the moon as compared to the Earth's center. So, the part facing the moon is pulled away from the center, creating a bulge and thus increasing the sea level and causing a high tide. Now, the Earth's center experiences a stronger gravitational force towards the moon than the part facing away from the moon. Hence, this part is pulled away from the center, resulting in high tide on the opposite side as well. In addition to this, the places in between the two high tides, where the sea level drops, experience low tide.
Now children, we will learn the keywords. New moon. The moon is between the earth and the sun. The side of the moon facing the earth is not lit up by the sun. People on the earth cannot see the moon. Crescent moon. When a small part of the moon is lighted, that is called as a crescent moon. Half moon, when half of the side of the moon is lighted. Gibbous moon, when about 3/4 of the moon is lighted. And full moon, when the entire side of the moon is lighted. What's a lunar cycle? The moon's revolution around the earth is called the lunar cycle. Waxing phase. In the first half of the lunar cycle, the size of the lit part of the moon increases from new moon to full moon. And waning phase, in the second half of the lunar cycle, the size of the lit part of the moon decreases from the full moon to new moon. Now children, it's the activity time. Last video, I had asked you to make an activity on different layers of the earth, and I was really very happy to see many children, they had taken the picture of their activity and they had dropped it in the class group. So I want you all to do the same this time also, and this time the activity is based on faces of the moon. So if you see the picture, you can see that they have used Oreo biscuits. Yes, so you can use the Oreo biscuits, or you can draw and color it, or you can take black chart paper, stick white chart paper according to the faces. Yes, and make sure you label them. Okay children, and as usual you will click a picture and you will put it in your class group so that we teachers can see it. So children, we will meet in the next video. Till then, please learn the concepts properly from this video. Okay? So bye dears, take care and be safe. Thank you.